can't be the first one to say it, but the deconstruction they love railing against looks an awful lot like the revival they've been praying for.
It might be reductive if I tried to define deconstruction, so I'll just talk to you about mine a little bit. Mine was about ownership. I'm from a high-demand, apocalyptic, remnant-style denomination where everything's kind of predicated on a very specific certainty in a specific interpretation of the Bible. And there was years of my life where that felt comfortable and safe. But I also noticed how that created rigidity, which creates limitations. And I don't mean in what you can do and not do. I mean limitations in how you can truly be or fully love. It seemed to limit resurrection and wholeness, this thing you could hope for in the future, and not something you really tapped into much now. It created these walls that kept people out. And for me to accept these walls I saw meant to understand why they were there, why they were necessary. It's a puzzle. Here's this image of God, spirituality. Here's all the pieces that recreate this picture. And a lot of people go through this process and they put their picture back together. I'm skeptical of them myself, but that's just me. I think the more likely outcome is, instead of recreating this image of home, is you find you're missing some pieces, or they don't all fit together, or they fit together perfectly, but the image they make's not the one that's advertised. You can't go home again. You need a new one. But your only blueprint for one is the one you now know doesn't provide you the shelter you needed. And a lot of us then, we are going to change our churches. We're going to change religions. We're going to leave religion altogether. So the American church at large is going to see this as a falling away. I'd argue, though, that these people, we outcast and spiritually homeless, aren't here because of some secret sin we want to engage in. But in a very real sense, there were these moments where we wanted to feed the hungry, or welcome a stranger, to clothe the naked, to visit the sick or imprisoned in literal and figurative ways. And our church didn't approve and wanted us to lean back into this familiarity and certainty, the self-preservation. And we demanded more from what love can be. That's a revival. A revival in possibilities of right now. A revival in love one another instead of who will sit at the right hand of the throne of the Father. Maybe it's not a surge in church membership or an increase in census numbers of who believes in the inerrant word of God, but something's been waking up that's pure for a while now.